Hello, viewers. We're back again on Mantle Talk, where we ask Pastor Blessing Kolawole questions, and we've been having exciting questions, on the comment section. And guys, I encourage you to, follow on Twitter at Pastor Kolawole, Pastor Blessing Kolawole, and guys, ask any questions, and we will definitely find the solution when Pastor Kolawole takes on the seat. And we have this question from a Twitter user, and he asked, how can you inspire ladies to be independent? Because this has a long way to go in relationships, while we have broken and shattered homes because of incessant demands by these ladies from their men. So, Pastor Kolawole, what can you say about this?
I must confess, this is like one of the best questions I've heard in a long time. How can you inspire ladies to be self-independent and still be a wife, if I'm correct?
Yeah.
And not you see, this problem is a generational problem, is a root caused problem. In the European countries, their ladies do not depend on their guys. Do you understand that? So an average woman is going to school because she has a dream. They have a real dream. An average woman in Europe, maybe Italy, France, US, UK, have genuine interest in becoming something in life. In Africa, the percentage of women that are ready and have challenges, like they want to push barriers to become something, is very low. If I have to even say it, it's like 2%. I'm sure a lot of ladies will disagree with me, but stay with me and let me explain myself. You will understand what I'm saying. Ordinarily, a man is brought up, even by their parents, to be the head of the family. When you are the head of the family, it translates into what you do, like you want to take care of everybody. You think you are the one to pay for the house rent. You think you are the one to get married to a wife. You are the one to marry a wife. You think you are the one that needs a car to drive around so that you won't feel less a man when you see your friends driving. But an average woman doesn't think about, I want to buy a car for myself. They think about, let my husband buy a car for me. An average woman is thinking about, I want to get married. She's not saying, I'm bringing 5 million for my wedding.
Wow.
I think the way we were brought up. So if you want to solve this problem for yourself as a woman, you really need to go back to when you were young. What was your dream? What was it? Because I'm not a woman, it's difficult for me to know what goes on in their minds, but I am thinking, I have met a lot of women, I've seen a lot of wives. They have this hustle mentality. A woman can marry you in a dungeon provided you are faithful to her. It's like they are not success driven. They just want contentment. You will see a man who is very poor and the wife is still fighting another woman for taking the husband. Then you reason, why are you fighting for the man? He's poor. You are suffering, but a natural woman don't care if she's suffering or not. She just wants you to be loyal. So that alone is a major problem. It's not even the major problem. That's not the major problem. You know what the major problem is? It's the illusion that they now have a dream. That's strain of feminism. Countless women, when you say your husband is not giving you space to express yourself on what precisely? You are only fighting because you want to go and buy a Shoebi. You are angry because he's complaining about the amount of hours you spend on social media. You are angry because you want to give things to your parents and he's not really supporting you to give money to your parents. Out of all these things, what's the financial motive in that? What's the dream in that? Women are made emotionally. They are all emotions. Like from head to toe, they are emotions. They are pleasure, they are emotions. So it's difficult for anyone to start feminism thing and say, I want to be something for myself. As soon as they say, I want to be something for myself, even the society starts seeing them as evil. Their husbands repel that. That what? You want to be an MD of a bank? Or what are you saying? You want to buy your car? I've had men say they can't allow their wives to build houses, that even if they build, they can't go there and sleep. You see that kind of terrible mentality? I always tell my wife, I say, babe, if you build any house somewhere, whether you tell me or not, provided it's your house, we are going there. I don't care. I just wish one of these days my wife will come and grant an interview here. You see what I'm talking about? I tell her, look, I am not bothered about who makes the wealth. I'm your husband, you are the wife. Anything you make is mine. Even if you abuse me. You know, some men are always like, no, I'm the head. I'm not. Who told you the head is the one working? Is that the meaning of the head? Is that what it means?
I wonder.
Is it not the neck that is carrying the head? The weight of the head is on the neck. So why should I be the one working? I said, my wife, work. Anything you want to do, I support you. Bring the money, we'll spend together. I'm not a foolish man. If you have enough money, we'll spend. If you like, let the outsider be saying, hey, he's not a man, he's using me. Okay, oh, how do you know I'm not a man? In the other room, let me put it like that. I will always be the man. And the funniest thing is, either you are the rich man or you are the poor man, your wife naturally will still insult you. To a woman, they have the emotions, they have the flair. That's something you will do. So it's not a function of whether you are the one with the money or the opposite. But because of the way we are trained, you see what I'm talking about? The women are trained to depend on their husband and have no significant thing to do with their life. The men are trained to see women as weaklings and foolish people that do not bring anything to the table. So men are attending to women from the angle of, you know, get sense. The women are attending to man as, you get sense, go bring everything now. And the men are saying, you're not supporting me. The women are saying, but you're not allowing me to work. And that is what marriage brings in. You see why there are huge level of divorces because of this thing. So for you today, for the person that asked that question, I am telling you, if you have a wife, challenge your wife to be something in life and support it genuinely. Don't be under pressure. Don't be flabbergasted by the fact that your wife is now making more money. Let me tell you the politics I played during my time when I got married. After we had our wedding in Lagos and all of the paparazzis and all of that, then we got to the hotel room. I told my wife, I said, listen, the journey begins now, but I have a feeling that it is what you do that will make us break through in finances. I was a rich man at that time. I had enough money. She was just starting out, you know, she just finished the university and she's not gotten a real job at that time. I said, what you do in this house is what will take us to our wealth and expose us to everything we want to do. She was happy. I gave her the baton. I know where I'm doing, I know where I'm going. But I just told her that you can express yourself to any length, I'm here for you. And she's not even bothered about what I'm thinking because she feels it is what she does that will give us money, that will expose us. I had enough money, but I'm saying to get to that multi-billion level, financial freedom, it has to be what you do. Since that day, anything I tell her, she can stomach it. Anything she does, I can stomach it. I'm no longer under pressure. You understand what I'm saying? So let the men give a baton to their wives to help them support. Let me quote you from the Bible. Sarah was always in charge of the house. Abraham goes to the field to feed and go through the everything like cows and all of that, and he brings them back to the house where the wives take over. It was Sarah that started milking of cows, not Adam. My wife can sit at home and work, I don't care. You can go out and work, I don't care. The only thing is we sit down and measure it out. Make sure you are making enough money. Listen to this. If I can give my father anything I want, I can give my father any amount of money because I'm directly involved with them. So I love them. My in-laws, can I love my father-in-law like my father? Let's be realistic. Can I love my mother-in-law like my mother? Even if I love them. But if they say, okay, oh, my father-in-law has a headache, my mother-in-law, my father has a headache, my father-in-law has a headache, and I have 10 naira. Who do I give? And it's only 10 naira that I can give. Who do I give?
Your father, of course.
I will not give my father. Apologies to all others. I'll give my father. Simply because I have this was better. You know, normal. I'm just saying this is how people think. But at that point, if I give my father, what would my wife say?
You're biased.
You would have helped yourself if immediately they say, they need 10 naira and I have 10 naira. I say, babe, I will go sort. I did 10 naira. He said, no worry. Keep your 10 naira. I have 20 naira to give. Give this one to daddy. I'll give this one to my father. Is there any issue there? Because she's making money. If she is the person that says, my daddy is sick, come and give me 10 naira. And I'm saying, no, my own daddy too is sick. It's this 10 naira that I have. I can't give your own. I have to give my own. And I know whoever I give will survive. The next one will die. Will I allow my daddy to die? Unless maybe he's a bad father. But provided he's a good father with good communication and everything, I can't choose my love on my own. But give your wife the freedom of giving his own. The way they train you now, so they train the woman. Let her have freedom in giving her own people her own things without pressurizing your pocket. Because at the end of the day, if my wife needs to come and ask me, I need 40k, and I say, for what? For my grandma or for my mother? I say, okay. And then next week, he says, I need 100k for my brother. And I say, human being, I'm going to say what? But if she's the one making her money, let her do whatever she wants to do. You are not bothered. You understand that? That's how you can give them freedom. So if you explain this to your wives and your fiancés, things will get better. But just like politicians don't want the masses to get better so that they can keep ripping them off, husbands don't want their wives to get better because they don't want them to be free.